YK said men should not expect women to be obligated to cook and clean without a ring.
Who said that? YK Osiris?
Yes.
Okay. I'ma give you the world, baby girl. Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
He said that?
Yeah.
I'ma give you the world, baby girl. Okay.
Mo, all you do, a lot of times you hear these women, they talk about they want traditional.
Mm-hmm.
They want a man to take them out and
Yes.
to pick them up and do certain things. You want a traditional life without doing traditional things.
Go back to this. He said what?
They shouldn't be obligated to cook and clean without a ring.
And we shouldn't be obligated to pay no bills, buy no Louis bags, and take you on trips. We got to do all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
For us to decide that we want you to be our wife.
Yeah.
Like, I got to do all this. I got to buy you this. I got to take you there. I got to pay your rent. I got to do all this.
Right.
For me to decide, after I done did all of that for you to be my wife, but you ain't obligated to make me nothing to eat?
That what he say?
Who? Who say?
YK.
Okay. Tell me something Barack Obama said. Hell, he talking about, you got to spend all this money. Think about that. You think about it, bro. When you courting a woman, y'all
Yes.
going on dates, and bro, it's stuff that you'll do for a woman. Bro, I know dudes that'll buy a woman a car,
Yeah.
and I feel like you should only do that
For your
wife.
Yeah, you wouldn't buy, I mean, a lot of sometimes, I don't know how many, because they'll buy their mom, they'll buy a girl a car before they buy their mom or their sister
That's
a car.
crazy, bro.
I mean, it's hard for me to give you more than what I give my mom and my sister on my own.
You see what I'm saying? But you can't go make me something to eat. I could pay your rent.
Yeah.
But you ain't obligated to go make me something. I ain't obligated to pay your rent.
Right.
And this is the friction. It's because of people, what I just said, is going out there saying shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's putting that in the minds of people, and people just not being people no more.
Yeah.
They just living out based on what somebody said. Now, I'm not saying that ain't nobody obligated to do nothing.
Right.
But if I'm pouring into you, why wouldn't you want to pour into me?
Right.
Why wouldn't you? If you know I'm going out on this road and I'm working and I'm coming back home, making sure you straight, making sure you going on the trips you want to go to, you have the things that you have, how you not obligated to make me nothing to eat? What Glorilla sisters say? I'm obligated. I'm obligated.
Right.
Come on, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You pastor in Drewski. You saw Drewski catch a lot of criticism for, I guess he was spoofing the pastors.
Yeah.
But what comedians do is that they take things that have happened to them personally or
Yes.
what they see around.
Yes.
If you think about a lot of stuff that get created, it gets created because people, they see it.
Yes.
So he had to see that somewhere.
Yeah, on my page.
So
and here's the thing, and that's not that ain't no like jab at Drewski. I love Drewski.
Yeah.
But I did the skit. I did the same skit.
Yeah.
But I think what Drewski did with it was phenomenal. He took it.
He got suspended.
And he took it to a whole nother level. He in the air, he got the red bottoms on.
Yeah.
I thought, and listen, exactly what you said is fire. You know, people was like, he's mocking God. Because they was in my comments saying the same thing. Y'all mocking God, you mocking God. No. We're mocking these preachers that's saying that they're of God.
Yeah.
And they not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they mocking. But I look at it like this. The world done got too sensitive. We can't talk about nothing. We can't say nothing. But what I like about what Drewski is doing is that Drewski going hard. No, like he doing it.
Yeah.
What we don't who I would have been scared to paint myself as a white man do a skit.
Yeah, I would too.
Drewski about the only comedian can do that right now.
Yeah.
He the only one.
Yeah. But I don't know why they get offended. I don't know why the church get offended when the majority of the pastors are preaching prosperity. I don't understand. Now, my house is leaking, but you got a mansion. I'm driving, I'm getting dropped off, or I'm getting Uber to drop me off at the church, or I'm driving a bucket, and you got a Rolls or a Phantom and a Mercedes.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's a real, bro, it's
So God say, you walk. You make sure he riding in style, but I'm gonna bless you.
But I'm gonna bless you.
That don't make sense to me.
We done seen all type of preachers, you know what I'm
They
saying?
done lock the door, talk about the collection plate.
Close the doors. I wish I would be at the church and they talking about close the door.
Yeah. I'm like, well, if we close the door, how God go get in?
Let me tell you something.
They say he was like a normal person. He came in.
He can't get in.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now.
God out.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I ever go to the church and they talking about lock the doors, I'm gonna slap the pastor, the deacon, and the choir director. Bro, lock the doors? Nah, bro. Like I said, bro, 100%. Drewski wasn't wrong for that, bro. And I say that because I had did a skit similar to that.
And you call criticism also, huh?
What? They was out in the comments. Oh, I normally rock with you, but you ain't gonna play with God. Don't play with God. This ain't playing with God.
They do realize the minister is not God.
Bro, some of these people don't even know God. How you gonna tell me who I could play with? You don't know God made me.
Right.
He know this how I am. He knew I was gonna, if what y'all say is true, he knew I was gonna do this video before I even did it.
Yeah.
So what God mad about?
Are you playing with God shacking up? I'm just asking because they quit to talk about God. So you God shacking up. So what does God think about shacking up?
Bro, God, listen. People do so many things that's not of the religion that they practice, and y'all draw the line of the skit. Mm-hmm. That's when it's went too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I 1000% agree.
No.
Mike Epps. Mike just came on the show and he was a great job. And you've been doing. Mike is invited. Mike is he doesn't have a problem giving and helping this younger generation come up with a community. And you are, and We the Ones tour. What is Mike been meant to you?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something that Mike just did this past weekend that really for me, it just really showed me who he is. Mm-hmm. So we was playing in Memphis. For the We the Ones tour. And, you know, the flights and all this stuff been crazy. We was stuck at the airport trying to get to Memphis for like 12 hours.
Wow.
12 hours. And I remember Memphis being one of my largest markets. Like when I first coming up, Memphis was like one of the first cities I went to that sold out.
Right.
So I'm at the airport and I just accept the realization like, bro, you're not gonna make it.
Right.
So I called my agent. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna make it. I called the promoter. I said, man, I'm not gonna make it. The promoter like, man, just wait. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to hold the show as much as we can until you figure it out. But I'm not moving. We at the airport. They talking about they ain't got no flight attendants. So I called my agent. My agent like, hey, bro, it's dead. Make the video. Let them know that you're not gonna make it. Now I post this video up as the show has started. And there's people in the comments like, man, we came to see you and, you know, you should have left the day before. I mean, they was upset. And the promoter hit me back. He said, man, any update? I said, man, we still ain't got no flight attendant. He said, man, bro, just let me know if something changed. We still holding, like we pushing the show back. Everybody doing extra time. I said, cool. So about 20 minutes later, the flight attendant show up. Everybody started clapping, except me. Because I done missed out on this money. In my head, like, I ain't gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we get on the plane. And the promoter called me. I said, bro, we got a flight attendant. We should be landing about 10 o'clock. Mike go on stage at 10:20.
Wow.
We 20 minutes from the airport. So about the time I get there, Mike going on stage. And if anybody is really familiar with the culture of comedy, when somebody like a Mike Epps or like
nobody
that
follows
stage,
him.
Ain't nobody going up after that. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if Mike go up, it's over. So we get there, we land. When we get on the runway, they end up holding us up another 20 minutes.
Damn.
So we don't land in Memphis until 10:20. Soon as we hit the ground, the promoter calling me. He like, where you at? I said, we just landed. I said, we're not even at the gate yet. He said, bro, it would be dope, man, if Mike just go ahead and let you close. And I was like, man, I mean, ask him. I was like, all he could say is either yes or no.
Correct.
And I said, either way, I'm fine with, I'm fine either way. And he called me back. I called right back. Hey, get down here. Mike say he gonna let you close. He gonna bring you up. So we get out the plane, and I mean, we running through the airport. We about 15 minutes away from the venue. We get the oldest driver that I've ever seen in my life. Bro stopping, trying to figure out if people is okay in the car accident. We went past a car accident. He like, is y'all okay? I say, look, we're going to pray for them. Get your ass to the landing center. Mike finna bring me up.
Right.
So, they texted my brother, And they texted my brother, like, where y'all at? My brother like, oh, we 3 minutes away. So we flying, bro. We get to the stadium and we flying down a ramp. Bro, I get out the car's still moving. It's like a movie. Car's still moving. I get out the car, bro, I'm running to the stage. And as I get to the stage, they like, just go. And somebody just pushed me. And I walk out onto the stage, bro, and Mike couldn't even say my name. The arena went crazy.
Wow.
And I put my hand out to shake Mike's hand, and he grabbed me and hugged me, and he handed me the microphone. And it was just something about that moment that was like, hey, you can't tell me nothing about Mike Epps.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.